It's Ellis, Mimi, and we're happy to be with you. So we're going to experiment with recording this here in the backyard, and if it turns out that this doesn't sound great, this will be the only time we do it. We're going to try it out because it's a beautiful time to be outside. The mosquitoes aren't here yet, so we're going to enjoy a little bit of sunshine. So we're going to get started in just a moment, but I want you to be sure you've got any props that you'll need to support yourself. I always like a blanket, or I've got a meditation cushion or pillow underneath your hips for sitting. If you have yoga blocks, get those. We'll use them today. If you don't have yoga blocks, some other options might be you can use your water bottle pretty well, especially for what we're going to use our blocks for today. So if you've got like a sturdy water bottle, maybe one that's wider than this, those heavy Hydro Flask ones, that would be a good option. So go ahead and grab a blocks or a water bottle or something like that that you can use to rest your hand on, and there'll be some fun ways we're going to use it also here in just a moment. So gather that, and then take your time to set your space. So wherever you are, in your house or in your yard or wherever, what can you do to make it feel more like a mindful place to be? Can you turn off any notifications? Could you light a candle? Could you get yourself a cup of tea or water? But we want this, even though we're doing this in our own homes, we still want to let this practice feel special. Feel like we've carved out time for it. We're not just necessarily squeezing it in between things, but allow yourself to have even part of this 60-minute practice as sacred space. And so we do that by intentionally setting our space for practice. Oh, I guess one more thing. If you don't have a block and if balance is an issue for you, sometimes coming up and down, for this class, I would suggest that you be close to your coffee table or just have a chair kind of near the front of your mat. It's all going to make sense. It's all going to go. Okay. So let's bring ourselves to sit, and you can do cross-legged like I am, or kneeling, and you can always kneel and bring a block or cushion underneath your hips. Arrive in your tall seat, and then I want you to just make some really small circles with the upper body. So feel the whole spinal column, it's moving. And then take these very small, subtle circles in the other direction. Let's do this a couple of times. And I want you to sense into the pelvis, into the hips, until you feel like you have found a center point, a place that feels stable. And then when you find that, ground into the pelvis and slow and then stop the circle. And if you're sitting cross-legged, it might not be perfectly symmetrical. And even if you're kneeling, it might not be perfectly symmetrical because, we don't come off an assembly. Okay. So I'm going to read you a poem. We're going to start with some meditation and some pranayama, and then we're going to move the body. So go ahead and close your eyes. And allow the breath to flow naturally in and out through your nose. And if for whatever reason closing your eyes isn't a great fit for you today, it can always just be a soft gaze in front of you. I want you to notice the quality of your breath. Track the inhales and the exhales. And I also want you to notice the sounds you can hear. My neighbors have a pig, and it's almost his dinner time, so you might hear him. There are sounds going on in your house. Maybe someone's cooking dinner. Whatever it is, cars going by. All of these opportunities to tune in to this present moment. We're not trying to shut anything out. We are wholly present, right? Continue with eyes soft or closed, and just your natural breath. I'm going to share with you a poem. It's one of my favorites that I was recently shared with me, and so I want to pass it along to you. It's another Mary Oliver. She says, I don't know where prayers go or what they do. Do cats pray while they sleep, half asleep in the sun? Does the opossum pray as it crosses the street? The sunflowers, the old black oak growing older every year. I know that I can walk through the world, along the shore or under the trees, with my mind filled with things of little importance, in full self attendance. It's a condition I can't really call being alive. Is a prayer a gift or a petition, or does it matter? The sunflowers blaze. Maybe that's their way. Maybe the cats are sound asleep, and maybe not. While I was thinking this, I happened to be standing just outside my door with my notebook open, which is the way I begin every morning. And then a wren in the privet began to sing. He was positively drenched in enthusiasm. I don't know why, and yet, why not? I wouldn't persuade you for whatever you believe or whatever you don't. That's your business. But I thought of the wren singing, what could this be if it isn't a prayer? So I just listened, my pen in the air. Let's take a collective breath in, fill up all the way. Hold the breath at the top, just a couple beats, and then breathe out the mouth. Do it again, breathe in. Hold the breath, and exhale. One more time, inhale. Breathe out. Good. You can keep the eyes open or closed. I wanted to share that poem with you because it is a reminder that we have a choice going through our days to be in that full self-attendance. And what that might look like for you is turning over things in your mind, to-do lists, worries, obsessing with the news. This is a thing that I do. Or we can allow ourselves to, like the wren in the poem, be positively drenched with enthusiasm within our actions. And this certainly isn't an invitation to positive vibes only nonsense, but it is an offering that there's joy and beauty and opportunity wherever we are. I am privileged here sitting in my backyard, and I've got this late afternoon sun, and I've got this cat. But also, it can be sitting in your office, and you've got a photograph that you love, or a piece of jewelry, or a plant. And these are all things that if we can get out of this state of self-attendance, self-obsession, we can notice. And that can bring us a little, maybe, bit of reprieve. All right. So we're going to do some pranayama, some breath work. And if you've ever done Kundalini yoga, this one might be familiar, but it's all about clearing energy. And so we're going to do this for a minute and a half or so, and then we'll move the body. So this is what this pranayama, this breath practice looks like. It'll be an inhale, you'll make fists, it'll be an inhale to squeeze the elbows to the ribs, and then an exhale to sort of make an equal sign with your forearms. And then back to squeezing the elbows, inhale. And then exhale, wash it up overhead. So inhale back, exhale, stack the forearms. Inhale back, exhale, wash it over, like dumping a bucket overhead. So you're going to do this on your own, at your pace. And just remember, when you're inhaling, you're always pulling the elbows back, and then you're alternating, stacking the forearms, or sort of dumping a bucket overhead. And make the breath dynamic and audible. All right, close your eyes. It's okay if you screw up. Stay with it. This kriya, this practice we're doing is one for clearing energy, starting fresh, getting a clean slate. So you can imagine when you're dumping that bucket over your head, you are dumping out worry, anxiety, doubt, busyness for the sake of being busy, whatever fills in the blank for you. I am releasing this. Keep the breath dynamic and full. About 30 more seconds. Three more times through. Inhale, take your arms up overhead, spread the fingers wide, palms face forward, hold the breath. Without the mouth, cactus the arms. Release your hands down. The eyes close, return to your natural breath, in and out through the nose. Feel the heat maybe in your shoulders, heat in your breath. Open your eyes. Let's move into the body. If you are sitting up on something, set it to the side. And I want you to bend your right knee so the sole of the foot is on the ground. Left leg is long. We're just kind of lounging here. All right. Lift your arms up as you breathe in. Take a twist to the right as you breathe out. So right fingertips tent behind you. Left hand can grip the knee, or maybe you hook the elbow. I'm a fan gripping the knee. And then turn your gaze over your back. As you inhale, I want you to feel a lifting energy from the base of your tailbone to the crown of the head getting taller. And as you exhale, you might even deepen the twist. All right, come to face forward, interlace your hands at your right shin. And then I want you to bring your block or your water bottle to the outside of your left foot or ankle. Okay, water bottle will be fun. This will be nice and tall. You'll see. All right, so feel the whole right foot on the ground. Interlace the hands again, if you don't have that already, at your shin, and then draw the chest up. Draw the shoulder blades together. Flex your left toes back towards your shin, lift your leg. Take it up and over your obstacle, your block, or your water bottle. So we're going to keep going like that. Lift up, over, up, and over. Keep going like this. I want you to notice is the body leaning back a lot to get that lift. See, instead, use the leverage of the hands at the right shin to keep the chest upright. And if you do notice that you're leaning back a lot, lower the obstacle and keep moving side to side. You've got this 3 more times. Once more, out, and then in. All right, lay the right shin on the ground, right hand outside the right hip, stargazing pose. Shift onto the right shin, lift the hips, take the left arm beside here, and then a couple of circles with that top arm in both directions. Lower the hips back down to the ground. Keep the legs as they are, so you've got sole of the right foot on the inner left leg. We'll take this to Parvrita Janu Shirsasana. So you'll bring your left forearm onto the left thigh or inside the thigh. And then press the forearm into the thigh so you can start to stack the right shoulder on top of the left. Lift your right arm up. Flex the left toes back towards your shin. And then reach your right arm up beside the ear, fingertips in the direction of the toes. So there's this energetic connection between your right fingers and your left toes. Now I want you to maintain an openness across the front of the body. So rather than rounding in just so you can reach the toes, instead stack, reach, and lengthen from the right hip crease to the right pinky finger. All right, come up, right arm up. Good. We'll take this to the other side. So you'll lengthen your right foot forward, bring your obstacle to the right of your right leg, and this side might be different. Oh, we have a twist, don't worry. We won't skip that. Sole of the left foot to the ground, right leg forward, arms up, twist left. Left fingertips tent behind you. If the ground feels far, take your block underneath your left hand. And lengthening as you breathe in, deepening as you breathe out. Good. Turn the gaze forward, come to face forward, interlace the hands at the shin. You've got your obstacle, your block, your water bottle to the right of your leg. Flex your right toes back, and then draw your chest up towards your left knee. Lift up, over, up, back. Keep going. Controlled as you can. If you want to increase the challenge, you might raise the level of your block, or you'll tip it over with your leg, just depending where you're at today. 3 more times. You've got this. Stay with it. 1 more. And then in, lay the shin down, stargazer pose. Plant the left hand, lift. Circle the top arm. Take it in both directions. Sit the hips low, Parvrita Janu Shirsasana, sole of the left foot, inner right leg. Right arm, forearm inside or on top of the thigh. Leverage the forearm against the thigh to stack the left shoulder on top, left arm up. And then flex the right toes back. Reach the left arm forward. Energetic connection between the left fingertips and the right toes. And all the while, you're pressing the forearm into the thigh to stack the shoulders, to stay wide open on the left ribs. All right, come out. All right. You can lengthen both legs forward. You might give them a little shake, a little bounce of the knees. And then downward facing dog is where we're going to meet. So if for you, you know that down dog is going to be a little hard on the wrist, your home base instead of down dog is going to be tabletop. So it is either all fours or downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, spread the fingers wide, lengthen the hips behind you, and then there can be a buoyancy through the knees. The heels feel heavy, but they never need to touch the ground. And I want you to imagine that you could tear your mat in 2 right along the center of the mat. So you're stretching it so far between your hands and your feet that you could tear it in 2. Sink the palms into the mat. Bring your big toes to touch on the center line. Bend your knees. Keep the left knee bent. Lift your right leg high. Press the heel up, toes down. So there's a lifting from the inner thigh rather than a stacking of the hips open. Inner thigh lifts. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, right knee towards your right tricep or shoulder. Pull it forward. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, pull the knees wide. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot outside the hands. So right foot steps outside the right hand. We're in this wide lunge, fingertips here or blocks. Keep the left hand rooted. Lift your right arm high. Light up the left leg. So light up the left glute, the left hamstring, rather than letting it hang down. Take the right arm forward. And then bring the right hand down inside your foot again. So we're back in that wide lunge. Shift the gaze forward. We're going to step the left foot forward outside the right hand and come to a squat. So it's not malasana. It's not hips all the way low. We're looking for femurs somewhere around parallel with the ground. Toes are out. Feel the whole foot seal down and then lift the chest up. Bring the palms to your heart. Breathe in, stand up. Take your arms up overhead. And then take an open arm twist to the right. Right arm reaches back. Left arm reaches forward. And then notice if your right hip followed the right hand. And instead, I want you to wrap the right hip so it's square with the left. Keep the right arm as it is. Lift your left arm up. This variation with arms is called wind swept. We'll come back to it. Good. So we're still in the twist. Left arm is up. And then as you come to face forward, eagle wrap the right arm underneath the left. So it's an eagle wrap, right elbow under. Maybe you can grip the top fingers. If not, it's a bear hug. Keeping the feet wide, soften the knees, and then lift the heart up, lift the chest up. As you breathe out, round and fold forward, soften the knees, release the hands down. Halfway lift, fingertips to shins, chest reaches forward. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Good. Stay here for a breath in and a breath out. We'll take this to the other side. Lift your left leg high, so big toes touch, and then lift the left leg. Draw the left knee wide to the left elbow. Inhale, lift it high, keep the hips square. Pull the knee wide to the left elbow. Last time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee wide, and then step the foot outside the hand. Find your wide, low lunge. Right knee is lifted. Lift your left arm. Low lunge twist. Glide the left arm forward beside the ear. Left hand comes down inside the foot. Find that squat. Right foot steps outside. Sit the hips about halfway. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, stand tall. Breathe in. This time, twist to the left. Keep the feet wide. Left arm back, right arm forward, left hip forward. Good. Find the wind swept variation. So right arm. Eagle your left arm underneath your right as you come to face forward. Keep the knees soft. Lift the shape high. It's a little back bend. And then exhale, fold forward, soften the knees. Halfway lift, hands to shins. And then step your right foot back for a lunge as you breathe out. Downward facing dog, left foot steps back. This time as you breathe in, it's plank pose, roll forward. Drop your knees to the ground, lower all the way down to the belly. Cobra pose, press the tops of the feet in the ground, lift the heart up. Lower the chest forward and down as you breathe out. Press into the hands, it's a knee plank, push up. Send the toes behind you, downward facing dog. All right, so that's our Sun A for today. We're gonna move through that twice more each side. So I'm gonna talk it through this first time through, and then not the second time through, so you can move at the pace of your breath. Here it goes, right leg lift as you breathe in, step it forward outside the hand as you exhale. Right arm lifts, low lunge twist. Glide the hand forward and down, breathe out. It's a squat. Left foot hops forward, settling the hips. Stand tall, breathe in. Open arm twist to the right as you breathe out. Wind swept, left arm high. Eagle the right arm under. Breath in, lift up. Breath out, bow forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. Left foot back, exhale. Downward facing dog, right foot back. Breath in. And breath out. Left leg. Step it wide outside the hand. Left arm high. Breathe in. Glide it forward and down. Find your squat. Right foot steps forward. Settle the hips low. Stand tall. Breathe in. Twist left. Breathe out. Wind swept right arm. Wiggle the left arm under. Lift up as you breathe in. Bow forward as you breathe out. Release the hands halfway lift. Fold and breathe out. Step your right foot down. Downward facing dog, left foot down. Vinyasa. Roll forward to plank pose. Lower all the way or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog is where we meet. All right, one more time. Each side. Your pace, your breath. Step back to downward facing dog for your last round through. And then your mindful vinyasa. And it can be cat and cow. It can be cobra or upward facing dog. It can be any mindful movement. But downward facing dog is where we meet. All right, collective breath in. Breathe out the mouth. All right, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high as you breathe in. Bend the knees, stack the hip open. Come high on the left toes. The left heel is lifted. Right knee is reaching towards the ceiling. Good. All right, listen closely. Figure 4, downward facing dog. Right ankle crosses above the left knee. Bend your left knee. Send your hips high. Listen closely. Keep the legs as they are. Walk your hands back. And if you got to readjust the foot to the ankle for this figure 4 fold, maybe your fingertips reach the ground, maybe they don't. Now, find a half chair. So keep the legs in the left knee. Lift the hands into your heart. Figure 4. Tailbone back, chest forward. Now, one-legged mountain. Lift the right knee up. Take the arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out the mouth. Cactus the arms. Bring your hands to a prayer in your heart. Steady your gaze in front of you. High lunge is where we'll meet. So it's a great big step with the right foot to the front of your mat. Left foot might hop back a bit. Arms lift. High lunge. Breath in. Open arm twist to the right. Wind swept. Take your left arm up. And then reach to the right. So there's a back bend, there's a twist, there's a side body stretch here in this high lunge. Keep the legs face forward. Take your arms overhead. And then tip your torso forward. Take your arms along your side. All right, stay in the heat of your legs. Shift the weight forward into warrior 3. Left leg lifts. All right, listen closely. Bring your hands to your heart. Bend your right knee. Chair pose with control. Woo. Left foot is going to come down next to the right. Both knees bend. Lift the heart. Keep the hips low. Chair pose. That's it. All right, inhale, stand tall, arms high. Take the arms wide, forward fold, breathe out. Fingertips to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold hands down, step your toes back, plank pose. It's an inhale here, and then an exhale to downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. All right, lift your left leg high. Come high on the right toes. Bend the knee, stack the left hip open. So left knee towards the ceiling. Figure 4, downward facing dog. Take the left knee right, wide. Bend the right knee. Cross the ankle above the right knee. Bend the right knee to send your tailbone. Walk the hands back. Figure 4, pull. And then slowly walk the hands up till they're at your chest. Figure 4. It's an Ekapada Utkatasana, one-legged chair pose. You gotta find that chair energy in the right leg. One-legged mountain, lift the left knee up. Lift the arms up, breathe in. Cactus, breathe out. Hands find your heart again. High lunge, left foot front of the mat. You might have to hop your right foot back. And then when you feel stable in the legs, lift the arms up. Twist to the left. Hips stay square to the front of the room. Gaze comes over the left shoulder. And then find wind swept, so right arm rest. Come to face forward, arms high. Arms along your side, tip forward, pause. And start to feel lighter on the right foot. So you can press off the ball mount. And eventually we meet in Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Good. Bend your left knee, Utkatasana. Right foot comes down to meet the left, lift your arms up. Stand tall, inhale. Take it wide, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. Step or float your feet to the back of your mat. Vinyasa, like you lift your heart as you breathe in. You can move through child's pose if you'd like, and then downward facing dog. All right. We're going to move through that a couple more times, adding on. Right leg lifts as you breathe in. Bend the knee, stack the hip open, and then slowly make your way to figure 4. Walk the hands back. And if you want to go right away into that standing figure 4, you can. So that's where we'll be. One-legged mountain, draw the right knee up. Right away, high lunge, step it forward, arms lift. Always settling the feet, so you don't need to keep up with me. You need to keep up with your breath. Open arm twist to the right, and then left arm up. This time, keep the left arm up. Bring the right hand down, maybe to the back hamstring. You might find the back hip. All right, you know where we're going. High lunge, face forward. Tip the torso, get light on the left toes. Warrior 3. Chair pose. Feet knee, hips lower, arms high. Stand tall, breathe in. Dive wide, forward. Step or float it back. Plank. Pause in child's pose if you'd like. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Once more through that. Left leg high. Tip the knee high. And then find your figure 4. Walk the hands. Encouraging myself would be good too. It's not an easy transition. One-legged mountain. As smooth as you can. High lunge. Lift the arms up. You know the way. Twist left. Twist left, right arm up. And then left arm down. High lunge. Tip forward. Airplane arms, warrior 3. Chair pose. Stand tall. Inhale. Wide dive forward. Hold. Halfway lift together. Breathe in. Flutter the lips. Breathe out. Hands down. Step or float it back. Vinyasa like you. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. All right. We're going to roll through that flow one more time, and then we're going to add on. Okay, so I'm going to talk it through. Trust that your body knows what the shapes are. Lift your right leg high as you breathe in. Bend the knees, stack the hip open. Come high on the left heel. And then keeping the knee wide, find figure 4, downward facing dog. Right ankle crosses above the left knee. And then walk your hands back, find your figure 4. That's a figure 4 pose. Right ankle above the left, back of your mat. One-legged mountain. High lunge, step it forward. So high lunge, right foot forward, arms lift, twist right, sit up and back. This is where it gets different. Breath in here. Warrior 2 this time. Open the arms wide and adjust the feet so you've got right heel about in line with the left arch. Right toes are pointing straight forward. All right, arms wide. Keep the legs exactly as they are. Turn the right palm up, turn the left palm up. It's windswept warrior, right arm lifts. So you can feel you're holding this great big ball of energy between your hands. This is your inhale. And your exhale is rainbow warrior. So reach the ball forward and then take it to the back of the mat. Left knee bends, right toes tip to the sky. Listen closely. From here to a side angle lunge variation. Step into the right foot, bend the knee, take this ball of energy forward, and then to the front of the room. Frame your ears, bicep frame the ears. Warrior 2. All right, so we're going to move through that a few times. One breath, one movement. So it's an inhale, windswept warrior. Exhale, rainbow warrior. Inhale, side angle lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. You've got it? All right. Windswept, breath in. Rainbow, breath out. Side angle, inhale. Warrior 2. 2 more. Back, sweep it back. Wash it forward. Warrior 2. Add on. Make this yours. Once more, just like this. Windswept warrior pause. Rainbow warrior pause. All right. If you don't have a block at the top of the mat, like me, grab it. You're going to find half moon pose. Step into the right foot. Lift your left leg. Right hand can come to a block or the earth or a chair. But I want you to check out your feet. Right toes point to the top of the mat. Left toes point towards the screen. They're 90 degrees from each other. Bring your left hand onto your hip and check out the hips. Left hip stance. All right, here's where it gets interesting. Light up the left leg. Press out through the heel. Keep the hips stacked. I just want you to pulse the left leg lower and then lift it up. All right, so pulse lower and then lift it up. See if you can keep that right leg straight. So we're just working the outer line of the left hips. 2 more. Good. Lift up, breathe in. Curtsy, left foot behind. Seated twist. Let the left knee come down outside the right ankle. Sit the butt down. And if it was graceful, great. If not, great. The right foot's on the ground. Arms lift. Twist right. Take the gaze over your left shoulder. Put your face forward. Uncross the legs. Hands, hamstrings, toes. So you can lift the feet. You can keep the toes just lightly tapping on the ground. Maybe bring the shins parallel to the ground. Hands can stay at the hamstrings. You might reach them forward. Palms up to the ceiling. Breathe. Chest lifted. Like there's a string on the sternum. Like there's a string at the crown of your head. Cross your ankles. Hands come forward. Step or float it back. Downward facing dog. All right. Same flow. Left leg lifts as you breathe in. Bend the knee, stack the hip open, right heel lifts. Three-legged downward facing dog. Last time to figure four down dog. Take the left knee wide, cross left ankle above the right knee, sit the hips back, and then walk the hands back toward figure four. Figure four with the left ankle on. One-legged mountain, left knee up, arms up. High lunge, step it forward. Twist open the left. Wind swept, right arm up, and then take your left arm down. Inhale, warrior two. And then adjust your feet. So left toes face forward, left heel in line with the right arch. Okay. Turn both palms to the ceiling. Keep the legs exactly as they are. Wind swept. Feel this ball of energy between your hands. Wash it forward, and then take it back. Rainbow warrior. Then back into your left knee. Wash the hands forward, and then stack the shoulders over the hips. Side angle lunge. Warrior two. All right, you know the way. Wind swept as you inhale. Rainbow as you exhale. Ardha side angle lunge. Warrior two, breathe out. 3, 1. Last time. Rainbow, side angle, warrior two. Wind swept, rainbow. Grab your block. Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Step into the left leg. Right leg lifts. Right hand finds your hip. If you feel unstable, take the left hand more to the left. Light up the right leg. Hug muscle to bone. Hand to hip. Keep the hip stacked. Just pulse the leg down. Right leg lowers. It's up. Good. 2 more. Good. Lift it up. Breathe in. Curtsy. Take it behind. Seated twist. Right knee comes down outside the left ankle. You can always take the same variation of seated twist we did at the beginning with the bottom leg long. Arms will lift to prepare. Then you'll twist to the left. Good. Come to face forward. Navasana boat pose. Last time. So it can be toes on the ground, hands at the hamstrings, just a little lightness in the feet, or you might float the feet a little higher. Arms can stay at the hamstrings or reach forward, and maybe they reach up overhead. Maybe the legs lengthen. Only so far as you can breathe. And then hug your knees and do chest rocking. Roll down the length of your spine. And then if your last vinyasa, cross the ankles, hands find the front of your mat, step your toes back to plank, lower all the way around. Downward facing dog to child. So for child whose knees come down, hips to heels. Forehead finds the ground. Knees can be close together or they can be wide. Lift onto hands and knees. And then make your way to a seat again. Let's bring the soles of the feet to touch in front of us. Knees wide. Find Baddha Konasana. So take the knees a little wide. Heels close-ish to the groin. Not so close that you're all hunched in. Okay? You can kind of bounce the knees. Just release the outer hips. We've done a lot of work in the legs and hips today. Just kind of let some of that energy go. All right, hands to shins, lift the chest up, and then reach the chest forward as you breathe out. Wrap the shoulders back. Again, chest reaches forward as you breathe in, maybe forward and down as you breathe out. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, stay. Now keep the low back long if you can. And then you can allow the shoulders to round and allow the chin to fall into the throat. Shake the head, yes. Shake it, no. Relax the hands. One handprint, one vertebra at a time. Lift yourself up. All right. Bring your knees together. Lengthen your legs forward. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And then we're just going to let it be a real sloppy forward fold. So you can round down. If you've got a cushion that you want to kind of snuggle into, just allow yourself to forward fold. Let the back round and then breathe wide between the ribs on your back. All right, slowly, slowly roll your way upright. With the shoulders and the ears, let them soften down. A few shoulder rolls. Maybe shake out the hands. Roll the neck a bit. All right, we're gonna meet in a seat. So energy creep, okay? So make fists with the hands, thumbs inside the four fingers, elbows squeeze back, breathe in. Exhale, cross. Inhale back. Exhale, toss that bucket of water. Keep going. Remember, when you're inhaling, the elbows always squeeze back. Exhale alternates between stacking the forearms and tossing them overhead. Pick up the pace. Breath is audible, it's powerful, it's in and out through the nose. Close your eyes or soften the gaze if it's not there already. Pick up the pace. More seconds. Inhale, take your arms up, breathe in. Hold the breath, stretch the palms wide, shrug the shoulders into the ears. One more sip of breath in. Tongue out, cactus the arms. Keep the eyes closed, hands to knees, circle the torso around. Let these be big circles. Take them in the other direction. Blink your eyes open and then make your way down onto your hands. And if you know there's a prop, two that you're going to want for Shavasana, have those handy before you recline. And then lay on down and right away squeeze your knees into your chest. Release the knees, soles of the feet find the ground. Rest of the feet, scoop the hips over to the left a couple of inches, and then let the knees fall right. Cactus or tee out the arms. If the knees are floating or far apart, you can take your pillow or block between the knees. You can also take it beneath your knees. Stay in your twist. I'm going to count your breath. And when you complete 5 more unhurried breaths, you'll roll your way back through center. Take a pause with hips in line with the shoulders. And then you'll transition to the supine twist on the other side. You're in charge. When you complete about 7 breaths on the left side, make your way back through center. Give your knees one more great big squeeze in. Then extend the limbs long for rest in Shavasana. Arms and legs can be long if you want. You can take your blocks and roll the blanket and pillows behind your knees. I like to take a little bit of weight across the belly for some grounding. So set yourself up intentionally for rest in Shavasana. Just like we've been wiping the slate clean with this practice, allow the mind to be maybe a little bit clearer. Allow yourself to be drenched in enthusiasm for rest, for respite. Shavasana. Eyes can be closed, or if you happen to be outside, it might even be a wonderful offering to watch the sky or the leaves from the trees above you. You're exactly where you need to be. Nothing to do, nothing to fix. About 10 more breaths, exactly as you are. Commit your attention here. 10 more breaths. next breath to come in a little bit deeper. Gently begin to awaken your physical body with small movements at first. Wiggle through your fingers and your toes. Invite in the sounds and the sensations right here in this room. Roll your head side to side. Roll the wrists and the ankles. Unhinge the jaw. Over the course of the next 3 to 5 breaths or so, you will make your way up to a seat. You can roll right on up to a seat or roll over to one side and press your way up there. We will meet seated. As you arrive in your seat, make it regal but not rigid. Tall and attentive, but not gripping and micromanaging. Let's bring the right hand to the heart. Spread the fingers wide. See if you can maybe make contact with the skin of your chest. And then bring your left hand to your belly. Just a few more breaths here. Nothing else to do but breathe. Allow yourself, gift yourself moments of enthusiasm, of commitment to these actions. So we will breathe together. Wherever you are in your breath, exhale, breathe it out. Inhale. Hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. Right away, breathe in through the nose. Hold gently. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out the nose, breathe out. 3 more. Hold. Exhale. Smooth inhale. Hold. Breathe out. Last time. Hold. And breathe out. And let your breath return to its natural pace, its natural texture. Press your palms together in front of your heart and lift the heart into this gesture of reverence. So we often think of this Anjali, this mudra of gratitude, and it is, but it is gratitude from a place of reverence and awe. And so my challenge for you, my invitation for you in the coming week is to allow yourself to be reverent, to allow yourself to be in awe of something. Maybe it's the sounds of the birds in the morning, the pattern of light through the leaves, the way that your partner always anticipates your needs. Whatever thing you may be in awe of, allow it. Enthusiastically allow it. I invite you to bow the wisdom of your mind to the wisdom of your body, your breath, and your heart. Namaste. Thank you all very much. Really appreciate you showing up for yourself. This video, like all of them, is going to stay up here. And then, like usual, Tuesday night, 6 o'clock Central, flow. Fridays, noon, meditation and chair yoga. And I'm just going to keep doing that. The secret is that there's going to be some more offerings that I will let you know about when I can. And then one other offering is that I've been starting to do some tutorial videos, so pre-recorded. So the video quality is a little bit better. And so the first one is up on my YouTube channel, and it's all about the vinyasa. So the vinyasa being that, plank, lower, cobra, upward facing dog. And if when I say that, or you go to a class and you're like, I don't know what this means, we're going to go through that. I meant for it to be a 10-minute video. It's 26 minutes. So if you want to dig in to what the vinyasa means, why we do it, and how to make it work for your body, and how to intentionally and progressively build strength so that you can have an integrated vinyasa practice, that tutorial is for you, and it's on my channel. So if you really want to nerd out for 26 minutes on the vinyasa, that's available. My hope is that future video tutorials can be a little bit more concise. Anyway, let me know if there's anything in particular that you want a tutorial on, and I would be glad to do it. I've had requests for doing some about mudras, some of the gestures we do with the hands. So I might, pick here's my top 3, whatever. I'll probably do one about chair yoga, and then I might do some for like common variations for kind of different stuff we might be dealing with in the body. That one needs a bit of, focus. So that is coming, I guess. So let me know. Find me on Instagram, and yeah, that's all I got. All right. I really appreciate you taking the time, of course. Thank you.